Klitschko.
I mean, that might be one of the balls that was bouncing around, but that's not true.
You mentioned Klitschko Fury. What was your impression of the fight if you saw it?
Oh, you talking about the most boring heavyweight fight in history? That one? Yeah, you know.
You never saw John Ruiz fight.
But I think that fight was what I consider as 107 Dancing with the Stars. You know, that's one of those series of Dancing with the Stars. You know, when you get a champion that's been ruling the division for a decade, and in one of the rounds he only throws 2 punches, you know, it's gonna be a bad night. You know, but like I've been saying, I think Klitschko was fighting 2 people. Not only was he fighting Fury, but he was fighting an old man called Father Time as well too. And I think Father Time is definitely knocking at his door. It was time in that fight where his mind wanted to throw punches, but his body wasn't reacting. And in this sport, people don't understand. It's a brutal sport. You know, you put so much wear and tear on your body, especially in camp. Camp is the worst. That's the hard part. You know, coming into fights, that should be the easier part about boxing. But you know, all these years you put so much wear and tear, and he's getting older. So as you get older, your body don't react to the things that it does when you're younger. You don't recover faster and different things like that. And I think Father Time is at his door.
Do you think Klitschko should retire then if you can't perform at that level?
I mean, you know, he feel as a fighter, we always gonna feel we got one more fight in us. We have seen many fighters that, you know, felt like they should retire and then they come back on top. So, you know, maybe we should see him. He say he's exercising his rematch clause, which I feel he'll lose that one too. But we you know, only the future can tell. You know, I may try one more time. Maybe he was just an off night. Sometimes you get off night sometimes. But I think after he exercises the clause and see what his performance is, and if it's the same, I think he should retire before he mess up his leg.
Who do you want to win that fight? Which would be better for you in your career? Because I assume you want to, at some point, fight the winner and get the belt. Better to fight a Fury, 2 younger guys, or fight a more, you know, established, you know, world icon, if you will, in Klitschko, which is better?
I mean, for me, it's like an either or, but the choice is like fight the younger guy. I mean, anywhere I go, I'm gonna get criticized. Whoever I fight. Just say if I would have beat Klitschko, just put me in the place of Fury. If I would have beat Klitschko, people would have criticized, oh, he was out, he was past his prime, he was too old. Now you got a younger guy to beat him. If I beat Fury, then what? He's a younger guy. He's a younger guy. What would be said? But he didn't really have skill in the way. Klitschko was, you know, they were still blaming. So either way, I think the best thing would be Fury. You know, you got one. He's from England. I feel England has the best fans in the world. You know, they support their people. They come to fights from the start to the end. You know, I love how they gravitate to fighters. I love how they gravitate to boxing. Period. So you know, if it was between the two, I would love Fury.
You've been going back and forth with him too.
I can go, yeah, most definitely. I would love Klitschko as well. Just put him on the resume, you know, because he made comments that he would love to fight me for the WBC belt, because that's a belt that he never had before. And I would love to put him on my resume as well too. So either or for me, you know, either or. I'm the type of champion that I stay ready. I expressed that many times throughout my career, that I stay ready. That's one of the significant and special things about me. I stay ready. So it's not a point in time where I have to get ready. And I feel that as a responsibility of a champ, you must stay ready, because everybody want what you have. And I feel once I unify the division, the sanctioned body won't have to sit and wonder where we gonna get our sanction free from. Because I'm a champion. I love to fight. I love to stay active. You know, after a fight, I'm 2 months ready. I broke my hand. I was 2 months in. I don't need 3, 5, 6 months to prepare for no one. For what? You know, I feel the longest that a guy give me time to prepare, that's gonna be worse on them, because I'm ready. I'm always in shape, so they won't have to worry about getting the sanction free, because I'm gonna be front. Once I get finished with a fight, if I don't have nothing broken and I'm not bruised up too bad, hey, let's get another negotiations in. Let's get it. Let's get this money and build my legacy.
Yeah, it's refreshing to see an active heavyweight champion like Deontay's been. But to the point he just made, here's a champion of the world, and he's always ready. And when you're out there right now, there's an opportunity to fight the champion of the world for, you know, to get the most prestigious title in all of boxing. And you're calling around to people that you know have been in training, have had fights scheduled, and you're hearing, well, I'm in shape, but I'm not mentally prepared to fight for the heavyweight title in 6 or 7 weeks. And some of the things we've been hearing the last few days, it's sort of remarkable. So when this man says, you know, I'm always ready. He means it, and he's champion of the world.
Deontay, heart of hearts, with the scarcity of heavyweights around today, and we were dealing with just one guy, Klitschko, do you think that, in your assessment, that Tyson Fury just exposed a Klitschko that really didn't exist, that his opponents were just worse than he was? Because I saw that fight. I thought it was a WWF match. Fury was just as more like an octopus than anything else, but he still was able to bluff and intimidate and make Wladimir Klitschko a gunshot.
Right. Well, in my honest opinion, I just feel this goes back from the start of Klitschko's career. You know, Emmanuel Stewart saved Klitschko's career. You know, from switching up his whole style of fighting. You know, and I feel once Emmanuel passed away, he got out of that teaching of keeping distance, keeping arm blocking and stuff like that, because, you know, of course he was the type of fighter that couldn't really take a punch, and we've seen that. And getting out of that teaching caused him to fight smaller opponents. And what big fighters love, we love a shorter opponent, because he started to convert into keeping distance, which he still do well, but he started converting from that to clinching and holding, and what that does is wear down the legs and wear down the opponent. Even when they're missing, that when you miss, that takes more energy than you landing a punch. So he got so used to that. So when you fight a taller fighter, that can, if you hit and miss, you can be punished in the same sentence. You know, it makes it different. So I think that played a lot of part in it, that he took that he was able to clinch and hold. That took away. That was actually took more energy away from him than he had in the fight. And I think that played a lot of part, because I still feel that he has stamina problems as well too. You know, so, and another decision, you know, he went wrong with having a 24-inch ring against a non-puncher. Tyson Fury is not a puncher. My 1-year-old son hit harder than him. He's not a puncher. You know, and why would you make a decision to have a big ring, you know, a boxer, what we call a boxer ring, you know, to run around? Because that's a point comes to, he's scared to get hit, because he know that he don't know how doable that his chin is to can take a punch, you know. Then having double padding, how long they been having double padding in the ring? What double pads do, that makes you tired in the ring as well too. So when you have a stiff ring, you're more mobile, you're able to move, and they took away the double padding, which that was good on Fury them behalf, because they noticed that. But we want, you know, all these things, like even the smaller opponents, previous opponent, how long they been doing the double padding thing, you know? So it's a lot of questions to be answered, but again, I still think Father Time is at his door as well too, you know?
What's better than watching sports with your friends? Watching sports with your friends for free. Now there's a way. Catch free live sporting events, movies, and TV shows all on demand in high definition. Tiger Stream. Stream like a tiger.